Trish, man of Tink Treasures. I am a full-time reseller on eBay. I collect old stuff, I resell old stuff, and I like to clean stuff up the best I can sometimes to make it look like new. I do have some Tupperware. I'm going to try to get it cleaned up. Don't go away. Okay, this is what I have. Let me show you. Here's a very old piece of Tupperware. And kind of greasy looking, dirty, dingy. I have that piece. I have this old piece. Dirty, dingy. See that one? And I have this other long one. You can tell it's all dirty, greased up, dingy. Hope you can see that, how bad that is. So, I think you can tell. That's what I have so far. So what I'm doing right now is I have a gallon of hot water, and I will show you. I'm just doing this in my sink. It's about a gallon of hot water. And to that, I just take a cup of bleach and put the bleach right in the water. And then I add Dawn. It doesn't matter what kind of Dawn, but I do like Dawn. Dawn is a really good grease fighter. And I just swirl some in there. And that's what I do. And with that, I put in the Tupperware. See that? Some of the lids. You can tell how brown, dirty, greasy. Now this one was actually, I think there were screws and grease and different things stored in this one. It's going to be a hard one to clean right here, but I can tell it's already starting to come clean. Then we have a dingy old top. This one will not fit. I'll do those two first. And can you tell already, just by putting it in there, the little bit of change is coming about? Look at that, it's already starting to look like brand new. This one, not so much. Do a little scrubbing. And what I like to do is just let it soak. So I'm not going to have you watch, just going to fast forward time. We'll let it soak, 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 soak. About a gallon of hot water, about a cup of bleach, and some Dawn dish soap. See, it doesn't take too long. I'm not even fast forwarding it. I'm just showing you in real time here. Look at that piece. Nice and clean. I think that one's pretty good, actually. Came out pretty clean. Now, the last tip I have as far as getting these really, really clean, believe it or not, I will show you in a minute. That's the lid to that one. Now, although I do this and it works most of the time, sometimes there's just some Tupperware, depending on how it's been abused, you're not going to get it like new again, but you will get it better shape. So let's see how this one's coming along now. This one was the worst of the three pieces. It's not as good, but better than it was. See how that is. Yeah, see, that's not 100%, but it is better. I'd probably still let that soak some, but I'm going to put that down so I can grab this other piece and put it in here. You can see all that. You can tell better on an angle, that filth and that grease and that dirt. So let's stick that in here and see what happens. And this is the lid to it. And just scrub it a little bit, let it soak. I think the more you let it soak, the better, but don't let it soak for hours because the bleach will eat away at the Tupperware. You can already start to see a little bit of a difference. I'm going to put this one back in because I still think that needs some soaking some more along with that lid. And let me tell you what the best secret is once you get it to as far as you're going to get it. This one came out pretty good. This here's piece is probably about 35 years old. Now, here's the best secret there is. When you're done with this, see how clear that is? This is what we do. We go outside. And you place the items in sunlight. That's right, sunlight. Just like clothes, when you hang clothes on the laundry, which I do that too, to bleach them out. There's nothing better whitening than the sun itself. So I let that sit in the sun. It gets really, really white. There, you want to see my pond? Get the grass needs to be trimmed out of it. Yeah, that's my pond. I have fish in there and frogs and snails and all kind of fun stuff. The sun does amazing. See how these pieces are coming along? Like I said, sometimes it might want to soak for an hour, and sometimes even after soaking an hour, putting in the sun, it's still not going to be 100%, because after all, these pieces are 30 to 40 years old. They've been used and abused, and grease and oil, and who knows, from food, from storage, from anything you can imagine. People abuse their stuff. I'm as guilty as the rest. But let's see how this is coming along. There. See any difference? I do. Can you tell it's a little pretty clean there compared to what it was? Get on the angle again. So that's not too bad. That needs to go out in the sun and that will brighten it. And this was the worst piece. And it still is not 100%. Can still see it's a little dingy there. Yep. So I'm probably going to soak this one for at least an hour, and we'll see what happens after that. Okay, this one seems pretty clean. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, let's take this one out into the sunlight. There's my pretty girl once in. Hi! Hi, Chloe. Let's put this out. And the dog thinks that's her personal drinking fountain. Chloe's personal drinking fountain.
She's the only one that does that.
She's crazy dog. Crazy doggy. My beautiful yard. Shed way out in the back. I should fill that shed up with reselling stuff. Our pavilion for picnics. Our deck. Hubby built. How long ago did you build this deck?
20 years ago.
How long? 20 years? 20 years. Still holding up pretty nice. Sure does need sprayed and clean though. We do have an umbrella that goes in that table. Okay, let's check our other piece. See how our other piece is doing. Last piece. And it has not been an hour. It's been about 20 minutes. It's not looking too bad. Still kind of greasy looking. Still a little bit greasy looking. Yep, I'm still gonna soak that for another 20 minutes. So that's how you clean Tupperware. Old, dirty, dingy Tupperware. About a gallon of water, a cup of bleach, a little bit of Dawn, and the best thing is the good old nature sunlight. Sunlight is a very, very powerful whitening tool. So I use it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you take a little bit away from it and learn a little bit. I hope it helps you. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when I upload a new video. And please leave a comment. Appreciate all of them and I answer all of them. Thank you for watching. Bye.